Good morning folks, this is Naeem Aslam, Chief Market Analyst at AvaTrade, and welcome to our fundamental video analysis. We are going to look at a global equity market space, and I am going to answer some of the critical questions. A, why the equity market is high today. The reason for the equity market going back to the upside is because Donald Trump has provided this assurance to the market that he is going to provide some sort of a stimulus measure. So there is an enormous amount of hope around that announcement, which is going to be taking place later on today. B, the most important one is he also talked about or touched on some sort of a relief in terms of a payroll tax. So that meaning consumers will have a lot of money in their pocket. But let's focus on something which really put the market under a huge amount of pressure yesterday, which was the fear that the supply war, oil supply war, is going to be back on the table. Why? Because both Saudi Arabia and Russia failed to have some sort of a strategy which can really curtail the oil supply. Remember on last Friday, there was a huge expectation of an unprecedented supply cut. Never happened. Middle Eastern market took a hit, and on Monday European and US markets, of course with the Asian markets, they all fell under this enormous amount of a selling pressure that we saw the equity market touching a level that we have not seen since the financial crisis. Well, not really the levels as such. I'm talking about 1 day percentage drop, because the S&P 500 actually, we've seen the circuit breaking, meaning that the plunge was over 10%, and after that there was the trading was halted for 15 minutes. And there was a particular time when S&P 500 index actually dropped into a bad territory, meaning 20% drop from its all-time high. Now, is this a concern for the equity market? Well, let's look at the latest headline. I've just seen a flashing headline coming that Saudi Arabia is saying that it is going to increase its production to 12.63 million barrel, currently sitting at 9 billion barrel, right? Now, obviously, that is a very negative news for the market, but market is not taking that at all. It's not even paying attention to it, because the potential is the payroll taxes are coming over in the US, which is the biggest economy of the world, so things are better. Secondly, the focus is the BOJ is buying the ETFs in the market with a huge stimulus, which is what the market really wants. It wants central banks to provide its support. C, then there is this optimism that what that package is going to be announced today over in the US, which Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin is going to do it later on today. So I think right now, markets has discounted all the negative news with respect to oil. And more importantly, I think for investors it is very important to understand that the current sell-off in oil price is a huge opportunity, as we've discussed in our technical analysis video yesterday, and I've also produced another video where the price action goes from here onwards. Remember, in our yesterday's video, I pointed out this clear area of support as an opportunity. The price did come into this area and bounced back up. Now, if you wanted to see where the price is going to go from here, you need to watch our new technical analysis video, which is already up on our YouTube channel. So go and have a look on that. But I think overall the optimism is positive in the market. Investors are discounting any negative news with respect to oil or oil-related markets. That's all for today. See you guys tomorrow.